supposed to be a totally inconsequential match, at least as far as the points table was concerned, but it became a match with so many talking points, especially because of the controversy surrounding Angelo Matthews. We're talking about Angelo Matthews becoming the first international cricketer to be timed out. It has led to a lot of controversy, like we said. Manish is here to discuss that with us, and Manish will also talk about a little nugget from the past when Sourav Ganguly almost came close to being timed out himself. But before we get to the story of Sourav, we will talk about how and why people now are saying that was it the right decision by the Bangladesh captain to actually ask for his dismissal? Is it, this question of sportsman spirit that keeps coming up?
Angelo Matthews and Shakibul Hasan have been friends since under 19 days. They have been playing together in the junior cricket also. And Shakibul Hasan later said it was just unfortunate that Angelo Matthews was there at the other end, at the receiving end. And Shakib was well within his rights to appeal for that. But as far as sportsman spirit is concerned, he should have waited. And as far as Angelo Matthews is concerned, he is a very experienced player. He has been playing in the, I think, third or fourth World Cup edition. This is, and he could have taken the first. He could have taken guard first and then faced the first ball, and then he could have requested the umpire to change the strap of the helmet, which had come off. So it was. You can say it was controversial. It is really debatable, and both are firm on their stance. And let me tell you that Sri Lanka and Bangladesh have share an acrimony dating back to 2018 during the Nidahas series in Sri Lanka. That was when the Bangladesh players started doing the Nagin dance, and that was very unfortunate. They have been sledging and not exactly fights, but all the off the field banter was there. And when Bangladesh had knocked out Sri Lanka in Colombo, I think it was in Colombo, uh, out of the final, then they had the players and the coaching staff had also done Nagin dance in front of the entire Sri Lankan spectators.
Okay, so obviously no love lost there between Sri Lanka and Bangladesh. We'll just give you a quick update as to what really happened. We're talking about the debate after, but what happened? In the 25th over, Angelo Matthews was supposed to come in to bat. He did that, but he found that the strap of his helmet was broken, or rather, it was not working well. So instead of taking strike, he actually waited. Now it went on to beyond 2 minutes, and there is a particular rule of the ICC, and that rule came into play because the Bangladesh captain appealed, and the umpire then decided to give a timeout. Now, a timeout essentially means that no bowler gets credit for the wicket, but that also meant that Angelo Matthews got out without facing a single delivery. It did leave Sri Lanka in a bit of a mess because obviously the Sri Lankans were banking on Angelo Matthews. Now, Manish, what is this ICC rule?
The ICC rule is that when a player is dismissed, the next batsman in has to be at the crease and take guard within 2 minutes. But Angelo Matthews had come out with all his equipment and all, but when he was about to take guard, he noticed that the strap of his helmet had come off. Then he, absent-mindedly or what, he decided to get it replaced at that time. He could have taken guard and then faced the first ball and then requested the umpire, then things would have been fine. But here he did the opposite thing, and a Bangladesh fielder informed his captain Shakibul Hasan that he is taking a lot of time. In India's World Cup game against Pakistan, when Mohammad Rizwan was taking too much time to take strike, Virat Kohli had made a gesture to his wrist, but India had not appealed for the timeout.
That's right. In fact, there was also a bit, you see a bit of this acrimony also play out on the field when, it was time for Angelo Matthews.
Yes, when Angelo Matthews dismissed Shakibul Hasan in the Bangladesh run chase, he sent him off with a signal that you have been timed out now.
Right. So your time is up as well.
Yeah.
And like we promised, we are now going to get to the story of Sourav Ganguly. He almost got timed out himself. Tell us about it.
Yeah, this was in 2007 when India was touring South Africa, and Saurav Ganguly was supposed to bat at number 5. And at the dismissal of the number 3 batsman, Sachin Tendulkar was supposed to take the crease and at number 4. But he could, according to the rules, a, a fielder has to be on the field during the previous innings for a stipulated time so that he can bat in the next innings. But Sachin was off the field, so Saurav Ganguly had to rush in because VVS Lakshman, the next bat slotted in, he was taking a shower. But Graham Smith decided not to appeal that, even though Saurav Ganguly was around 6 minutes late to the crease.
All right, so Graham Smith, the skipper of South Africa, not taking that appeal, which is why Saurav Ganguly didn't make history as the first international cricketer to be timed out, but Angelo Matthews did. What do you think? Was it right for Shakib Al Hasan to make that appeal? Do you think it was in the spirit of sportsmanship? Or do you think, well, there is a rule, so he went by the rules, so what's the big deal? Tell us in the comments below.